Let us determine the first four terms of the geometric sequence with first term 6 and common ratio -2. Remember that in order to get the next term of a geometric sequence, you need to multiply the common ratio to the preceding term. Now, since we are given already the first term, which is 6, let us compute for the second term. So t sub 2 is equal to t sub 1 times the common ratio. Substitute the values. We have 6 times -2 is equal to -12. To compute for the third term, we have t sub 2 times the common ratio. Substitute the values. We have -12 times -2. And then multiply -12 and -2, we have positive 24. Let us now compute for the fourth term. T sub 4 is equal to T sub 3 times the common ratio. Substitute the values. We have 24 times -2. Then simplify. 24 times -2 is -48. So the first four terms of the geometric sequence with first term 6 and common ratio -2 are 6, -12, 24, and -48. Let us proceed to the second example. Let us determine the first four terms of the geometric sequence defined by the general term t sub n is equal to 2 times 4 raised to n minus 1. And since we are going to determine the first four terms, we are going to evaluate the given general term when n is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let us now compute for the first term. N is equal to 1. Substitute 1 to n. We now have t sub 1 is equal to 2 times 4 raised to 1 minus 1. Follow the order of operations. So let us copy first 2 and 4 and then simplify the exponent. So 1 minus 1, we have 0. After that, we get the power of 4 when raised to 0. So copy 2 times 4 raised to 0 is 1. Remember that any number raised to 0, the answer is always equal to 1. So 2 times 1 now is 2. Now let us compute for the second term. So n is equal to 2. Substitute 2 to n. So we now have t sub 2 is equal to 2 times 4 raised to 2 minus 1. And then copy 2 and 4. Then 2 minus 1 is 1. Copy again 2. And then 4 raised to 1 is 4. Remember, any number raised to 1 is equal to that number. So 2 times 4 now is equal to 8. And then let us compute for the third term. So n is equal to 3. Substitute 3 to n. We now have t sub 3 is equal to 2 times 4 raised to 3 minus 1. So we have 2 times 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then 2 times 4 raised to 2 is 16. Now when we say 4 raised to 2, that is equal to 4 times 4, but not 4 times 2. And then simplify. 2 times 16 is equal to 32. Now we now have the first three terms. Let us compute for the fourth term. N is equal to 4. Substitute 4 to n. We now have t sub 4 is equal to 2 times 4 raised to 4 minus 1. Then we have 2 times 4 raised to 4 minus 1 is 3. Then we have 2 times 4 raised to 3 is 64. And let us multiply. 2 times 64 is 128. So the first 4 terms of the geometric sequence defined by the general term c sub n equals 2 times 4 raised to n minus 1 are 2, 8, 32, and 128.